Today we are going to be looking at this one. So this is the regrind of the CJRB Tigris with the compound grinds. Super thin, sitting at 0.003 versus the quiet carry drift. Nice and sharp. We're going to just do two simple cut tests. So this one actually is sharpened. Okay. And this one cuts. But that cutting that you're seeing is not actual apex sharpness. That is geometry sharpness, or the cutting geometry sharpness. But because of how I did it, then as you saw, it does that. Well, let me show you a cool thing. Run our finger across it. Get to view it in all the light. Okay. Now that we have certified that this knife is sharp, this one is dull, and is cutting purely on geometry. Let us show what the difference is in a crispy Granny Smith. No cuts. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and we have two apples. Okay, so give this one the benefit of the doubt, and we will cut first with it. Should be fairly decent, nice and sharp, nice and bitey. And it's doing it, but it's, as you saw there, it's struggling some. Because look at how much thicker it is that way, right? And that way. Not that it's a bad knife. It's just simply thicker, right? Okay, so we just did that. Did fine. Definitely there's some wedging because this is slightly thicker, even though the blade stock is fairly thin. So let's do this one. So same thing. This one has a few bites of it because of my son, so that's how we got to cut it up. We're going to hurry and cut those spots off. There we go. Now wouldn't you look at that? My dull knife cuts so well. Okay. So this one, same thing. We're going to be doing cut there, and then cut. Okay. Did you see how easy that was? And then like that, and like that. Okay. And we're going to do one other, or I guess two other cuts. So, and we're going to do it like this. So one, we're going to test this one, and we're going to do both knives, and we're going to do both knives on the other apple too, just to show what the difference is, right? Look at this. So we're like this, right? You see that distinct point? Like that. That is... You see how easily it does that? My completely dull knife. Okay. There we go. This one does it pretty good too. It's nice and sharp, but that was fine. Struggled one going through the middle of the apple just because there's more material on each side pressing it. So let's switch apples. So we've got this one now. Same one that we put off to the side earlier at the beginning. Okay. Okay, so cut, cut, cut. Right? Cut, 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 cut. Cut, 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 cut. Okay. Again, this is completely dull. We didn't end up saving one of those other pieces, so we're gonna hurry and do a dice. Just right here on the edge. Like you can see that it's dull. But you can also see that it is not, because of the geometry. Okay, I'm going to take this one from the same apple and use the quiet fairy drift. Using that fall through. It's doing just fine. It doesn't struggle as much because it's actually sharp. But, that being said, this one has to be sharp in order to be able to cut like that. Whereas this one, being completely dull, already is cutting like that or better. Just because of the cutting geometry. Okay, we're going to hurry and wash both of these really fast. Wipe it down. Alright, do anything fishy right here? See? So if it's paper just fine. Because we're taking it off the camera, we're not dulling it. Because again, this is just showing apex sharpness versus geometry sharpness. Okay. So we're going to try. Okay. So you can do it. But you know what can also do it? This one. Let me show you. Oh. Got cherry and split sides on this one. There you go. Very manageable. Just opening it up. Okay. See on there? All the gunk from the cardboard. Can't see it all that well. Like again, this is completely dull. And like you saw, there was definitely a difference on the cardboard. This is a piece of cardboard that I've had for sitting around for a long while. It's nice and dirty. Saw some of the dust coming off of it when I was cutting it. But that being said, this one was cutting just a tad bit, no, cutting almost as well as the drift, being completely unsharpened. Just because of the cutting geometry. Nice to have a bunch more testing and see it done on this in order to be able to explore all of the other stuff with that. But I think this is a good video demonstrating the difference and how much are you actually accomplishing with cutting geometry versus how much are you accomplishing with your actual apex sharpness. Which one is doing your heavy lifting? Because at least for my knives, I like them so that the cutting geometry sharpness is doing a lot more of the heavy lifting, and then I can be able to have the actual apex sharpness still help a ton, but it's doing a lot less of the lifting. So that way, as the knife dulls, it's a lot more fun to use. So if you enjoyed the video, share it, and we'll talk in a bit. Let me know what you think. Thanks.